the truth about jealousy and polyamory and how to handle it. I'm Irene Morning. I'm a pleasure witch and a trained somatic coach and sexual health counselor. My work centers on helping people reclaim their pleasure and create the relationships that they actually want. Jealousy is super common in polyamory. There's a big misconception out there that people who are practicing non-monogamy or polyamory don't get jealous, and it is absolutely not true. Jealousy and envy are actually two different experiences, and it can be really helpful to distinguish between them. But I'll talk about envy a little bit later on in the video. Jealousy is kind of the thought around a feeling. Jealousy comes from us being afraid of losing something that we care about, or feelings of disappointment or insecurity, anger, sadness. It can be really helpful to identify what's the feeling coming with the jealousy. What's the other emotion at play there? Some techniques for dealing with jealousy. One is journaling. There's actually 3 different ways of journaling for jealousy that I find really useful. The first is sitting down and just free writing, putting everything that you're feeling on the page so that you're not holding on to it and creating more and more tension around it. That can be writing what you're thinking, writing what's happening in your body, writing what you're imagining going on, writing what you're afraid of, just writing it all out. The other way of journaling is if you're feeling fearful about something, if there are feelings of what if this person leaves me, or what if they're falling in love with someone else, actually writing out the worst case scenario and how you would respond to it can show you that it's actually not going to be that bad, that you don't have very much to fear there. For some people that works really well. For other people that actually feels too scary. So if that's you, go ahead and skip that one. But another option for you might be if you're feeling afraid of things, if the jealousy for you is connected to fear, flip it around and go for the best case scenario. So writing out, if all of your fears turn out to be absolutely wrong, what would be the best possible outcome? What would that feel like? What would that look like? Writing it in as much detail as you possibly can. Another technique for dealing with jealousy is actually moving your body. Like I said earlier, jealousy comes with other emotions involved. We actually experience emotions at the level of the body. And when we're experiencing challenging things like jealousy, we can get kind of stuck. So just to help those feelings not get stuck in the body, going for a walk, dancing, shaking it out, any kind of movement can help those feelings keep moving so that you're not spinning in jealousy. Another technique for dealing with jealousy is visualization. So similar to the journaling exercise, if I'm feeling fearful or I'm hearing narratives in my head of all the bad outcomes or all the reasons why this particular scenario is harmful to me, I can sit down and visualize what is it actually that I want to be getting out of polyamory? What's my why in polyamory? Can I see it very clearly for myself? And then related to that is what is it that I want for my partner? Can I actually visualize overall all the good things that I want for them so that jealousy doesn't have too much power over me wanting to protect myself or wanting bad things to happen. Another technique is what I call somatic dialoguing, which is actually just you having a conversation with the feelings in your body. So instead of going out and moving the body, sitting down with yourself, maybe even lying down, getting cozy in your bed, or setting up a setting that feels really inviting to you, and going into what are the sensations that I'm having. Right? If I'm having a big emotional experience, it usually is going to come with sensations in my body. Maybe that happens in my chest or my stomach. Maybe I notice that I can't feel my hands and toes as much. But giving those sensations some interaction, asking them questions, really getting into a conversation with what's my internal experience right now, just at the level of sensation. That can help keep moving the sensations along and help you get to a place where the jealousy isn't so all-consuming. The last thing that I'm going to add today is working with jealousy by making lists. So again, if we're fearing the outcome of what a partner is doing with someone else, or feeling like we're left out in some way, or whatever those feelings of hurt are connected to it, sitting down and making a list of all the reasons that this situation is actually of benefit to me. If I'm feeling sensitive about my partner being on a date with someone else, I can give myself a reminder of all the reasons that them dating other people is actually also good for me, and just putting that all down in bullet points. Jealousy and envy often sometimes feel the same initially, but envy is when we want something that someone else has, and jealousy is more related to a fear that something that we have or we deem as ours is going to be taken away from us. So it can be really helpful to distinguish between envy and jealousy in order to notice, am I afraid of losing something, or do I actually want something else? I'm here to help, and I love talking about this stuff. So if you have any questions, please comment below. And if you like this type of content, definitely like and subscribe. If you're looking for more techniques and you want to learn something about my journey, check out my book, The Polyamory Paradox, on my website, irenemorning.com.